All right, Army Black Knights against West Virginia Mountaineers. Honestly, I had high hopes for West Virginia this year. I thought that defense was going to put them at the top of the Big 12, but they had an ugly loss to Texas Tech like 4 weeks in, and that kind of ended their hopes of that. Still, they played some tough games this year. Against the Army, who went 9-2, didn't play anyone great, and the two good teams they did play, they lost to. But they are better than Army usually is. Army looks pretty good this year. West Virginia, Army, let's make a pick. All right, so check this line movement out. This one opened up Army +9, right? Sharps came in, absolutely hammered Army at +9. 99% of the money. Someone dropped $1 million on this. 67% of the bets on Army, but 99% of the money on Army. Tells us a lot. Now check out what happens as we progress through the week. So here we are the next day. This is this morning, actually. This is Wednesday morning. Everything looks similar. 40% of the bets now in on West Virginia, which means a 7% increase. So some West Virginia bets came in, but the money didn't budge. So that tells us whoever hit Army +9 hit it so heavy that 7% switch in bets didn't even budge it. I'm telling you, someone dropped serious coin, or a lot of someone's dropped serious coin on Army +9. And that brings us to now. I just checked this right before recording. The line is now down to 6.5, which the bets are coming in on West Virginia now. Just because the money isn't budging, you can see the bets. They're coming back towards West Virginia, another 4% increase. All right, in my opinion, what that tells us is that the books like Army. They have a read and they like Army, but they do not like Army at 6.5 because they were reluctant to drop it to 6.5. Which is all I need to hear, man. Now, some people may say to you, if you tell them you like West Virginia, but look at all the sharp money on Army, right? And they'll look at it, 99%, all that sharp money on Army. What they don't know is that sharp money is on Army +9. We're not playing that game anymore. That game is 2 days ago. We're at 6.5. We're in a different market. That's why it's important to track it. So not only you know where the money is, but when the money came in. It's important. All right, but let's talk about the teams matching up for a sec. West Virginia was actually a last-minute stand-in. Army was supposed to play Tennessee, but they had too many opt-outs, or it was either opt-outs or COVID, I forget. But Tennessee backed out. So West Virginia was a last-minute stand-in, and I bet Army still wishes they were playing Tennessee because West Virginia is a horrible matchup for Army. It's hard to get that option rushing attack that you all know. We've all watched the Army games. They run the same triple option, which is effective sometimes. But it's going to get really hard to run that offense and get it going against the Stills brothers. For those of you who don't know who the Stills brothers are, the West Virginia has two brothers at defensive tackles. Well, they actually bounce all around the defensive line, but they have two brothers. They both weigh about 290 pounds, and they are athletes, man. They are the type of D tackles you don't want to play if you're running a triple option. On the other side of the ball, the advantage also goes West Virginia, man. Army defense is good. And they're good against the run, but they only play teams that run the ball. Army doesn't play one team that has a dynamic passing attack. That's exactly what West Virginia is. Jarrett Dodge slings the ball around. I just said Jarrett Dodge. His brother actually came out and said the correct pronunciation is Jarrett Dagey. Sorry about that. So Jarrett Dagey slings the ball around, man. They put the ball everywhere. It's Army's worst nightmare. So what's the pick? Mountaineers, man. I like it, and now it's down to 6.5. I like it even more. Army's a solid, fundamental team, but they're one-dimensional, as Army always is. And I love that the books don't like it at 6.5 either. That makes me sleep better at night. So West Virginia -6.5, and for the total, I'm sending it out to the Stew.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Stew, here with an over-under pick for you. We got the West Virginia Mountaineers versus Army. The line is at 41 right now, and I say take the under. The weather is going to be the huge factor in this game. Take the under.
All right, West Virginia -6.5, lock it in.